students. So students, in the previous class, we had completed excretion in plants. What is the excretion happen in that of the plant students? So we should know that what are the different waste products which is produced by the plants. So it is carbon dioxide is there, carbon dioxide is there, water vapor is there, then oxygen is also there, then gums, resins are there, refits are there, students. So basically these are the excretory substances, waste substances that should be excreted from the body of the plants. So how the plants used to show the process of excretion here, students? So basically the plants, the first process by which they used to excrete the waste material is by the process of photosynthesis. You see that what happened in the process of photosynthesis, they used to produce oxygen by taking the carbon dioxide. So at that time, the oxygen which is released by them is supposed to be the waste product. So this waste product should be out, so they get outside, they get excreted with the help of the stomata. The second kind of a waste material which is formed in that of the body, student, and that is carbon dioxide itself. So what happened during the process of a respiration, this carbon dioxide is formed, which is released through that of the leaves of the plant. Then after that, water vapor are also there. Water vapor is also released through the stomata. So this is how the gaseous exchange take place in case of the plant, or the gaseous waste product is released through that of the plant. Second one, some of the solid waste product is also there, which is present in that of the plants, which we call as a rapid, and they get separated when they get detached. The fruits get detached, so in the form of a fruits they get detached from that of the plants. Some of the waste product, they are present at the different body organ of the plants, including the leaves, including the stem, as well as in the fruits. So there they get removed, either peeling of bark or that of falling of leaves or felling of fruits. All these things are there in which the waste product will be removed. Sometimes some of the liquid which comes out through that of the plants, including the gums and that of raisins. So these gums, these raisins, they also get excreted by the plant through the stem, through the branches, in the form of a white liquid substance. So that is also a excretion. That's also a process of excretion, and that is also waste product that should be excreted by that of the plants. So this is how the process of the excretion happen in case of the plants, students. Okay, so we have seen that how the gaseous exchange take place. We have seen how the solid products are removed, as well as how the liquid like that of a gum or resin is removed from the plant. Moving on, and we will see that how the excretion occur in the humans. How the excretion process occur in humans. So first of all, let me tell you that what are the waste material, how the removal of the waste material happens here. So the major waste product which is produced in the human body are produced in the human body are, these are, first one is carbon dioxide. And urea. Carbon dioxide and urea. So, carbon dioxide is formed as a result of respiration process. This happens as a result of a process of a respiration. Okay, as a result of the respiration. While the urea is formed, as a waste by decomposition of protein in liver. So carbon dioxide is formed as a result of respiration. Urea is formed as a waste by the decomposition process, decomposition of the protein which is present in that of the liver. So this is the two waste product. Now if we talk about that how the carbon dioxide is removed, basically we know that it is the lungs which is responsible for removing that of the carbon dioxide from the body. How? We used to take the oxygen. Now this oxygen reaches to each and every part of the cell. The process of a digestion help in the formation of a food, dear students, and the food that will again get simplified. It becomes a simple soluble molecule and ultimately it will release to each and every part of the cell. So it will reach to every part of the cell, and there the oxygen also reach. This oxygen and that of the food get oxidized, and finally there is a formation of a carbon dioxide happen. This carbon dioxide with the help of the blood reaches to the lungs, and from the lungs it will taken outside. So in the process of the respiration and also in the process of the circulatory system, we have already discussed about that how carbon dioxide is produced and how it get removed through our body. Now let us try to understand that how urea is removed from our body. So let me write here one more thing, and that is lungs. Our lungs act as an excretory organ for removing the waste product waste products, carbon dioxide from body. Waste product, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide from water, students. So this is the first excretory organ that we have talked about. Now let us try to understand the excretory system which help in getting rid of these protein which get decomposed, which is present in our liver. So how the urea it get removed from our body. So how our excretory organ, excretory system works, student. So let us try to understand that what are the main part of our excretory system. So the main part of our excretory system are, first one is two kidneys are there. Two kidneys. Okay. Two kidneys are there, which is a bean-shaped structure. Then two ureters are there. Two ureters are there. Then urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is there, and finally urethra. Then urethra is there, students. Okay. So two kidney, two ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. So let us try to understand that what are the different function of these parts of that of the excretory system. So if we talk about that of the kidney, students, so every person, they are having two kidneys. I hope you have understood it is two kidney. It means every person has two kidneys, and the kidney are a bean shape. The kidney are bean shaped. It is bean shaped towards the back of our body. Towards the back of our body, just above the waist. Just above the waist. It is just above the waist. Every person, they are having two kidneys. Now what happened here, students? The blood is constantly passing through that of the kidney, and it is, you know that when a body or organ, the blood which is carried from the heart, it is the artery. So the renal artery enter into the kidney. So it is continuously passing the blood to the kidney, and when it enter into the kidney, the renal artery which is carrying the dirty blood, so it is the role of the function of the kidney help in purifying this blood in order to remove the waste substances in the form of a yellow substance that we call it as a urine. Now when the blood get purified, this purified blood again reaches to the renal vein, and finally it will goes back to the heart. So we can understand that blood get purified with the help of the kidney. So the blood is constantly passing through the kidney. The blood is constantly passing through our kidneys. When you look at the structure, student, you will find the structure of the kidney is a bean-shaped structure it is. Two kidneys are present at the both sides, right kidney and left kidney. Right kidney and left kidney. So two kidneys are present at the both sides. From here, the ureter, the tube-like a structure which came out through that of the kidney that we called as the ureter. I'll draw the diagram. Let me show you that what is a kidney. So if we talk about the artery, so the renal artery, brings in the dirty blood. Brings in the dirty blood. It brings in the dirty blood into the kidney, and the function of the kidney is to remove the poisonous substance substances, urea, other waste, salts and excess of water from the blood and excrete them from body in the form of yellow urine. In the form of a yellowish liquid called urine. Called urine. So salts and excess of water from the blood excrete them from the body in the form of a yellowish liquid that we called as a urine here, student. Okay. Now the kidney filter the blood and this blood will enter into renal vein. This clean blood get away from the kidney from renal vein. And this clean blood get away from kidney from renal vein. Now this one, it again passes through that of the ureter, which is a tube like a structure that comes out through the kidney here, students. Okay. So after that, the water, this excreta, this waste product, enter into the excretory tube. This we call as ureters. So now the excreta enters into the excretory tube called ureter. There are two ureters are there. Each of the excretory tube comes from each of the kidney. So on the basis of that, we can say there are two ureters called ureter, and then opens this ureters. It opens a bag like a structure called bladder. Then open into bladder, which used to store the urine, which store the urine in it. Store the urine in it till the time we go for toilet. Till the time we go for toilet. Urethra, students. So urethra is also a tube. It is a tube through which urine passes out from urinary bladder. Okay, so I hope you have understood here one thing, that first of all, we came to know that our excretory system is responsible for that of the process of excretion. And in case of excretion, students, we have seen that there are two kidneys are there, which is present at the left and the right side. Left kidney and right kidney is there. And these kidneys, from these kidneys, there are a tube-like a structure which came out that we called as the ureter. And this ureter will be present at the this will be present at the joined to a bag-like a structure that we called as a bladder, which is a urinary bladder, students. And from the urinary bladder, it will passes out through that of the urethra. So if suppose this is a two kidneys, students. So the first kidney same thing with this. So a bag like a structure is there. A bag like a structure is there, students. So that is called as the urinary bladder. You will find here that there are the artery and veins are also joined with that of the kidney, students. So arteries and veins are also there. This time it will be so there are renal artery and veins are also connected with each other. So what are the things that we should know here? That is, first of all, these are what? This is the kidney. This is ureter. Then this one is bladder, urinary bladder. Then it is urethra. It is urethra, students. And these two are there. These two are there, which we these two are the renal artery. Okay, so renal artery and one is renal vein. So the thing that we have understood here, that first of all these two kidneys are there, and the role of these two kidneys, a tube like a structure which is coming out of from its student. So these two kidneys are basically consisting of that of the they are responsible for the process of the filtration. We will talk about that what happened, exactly what happened here. But let me tell you that when the when the blood, the dirty blood, when it is carried to that of the kidney with the help of the renal artery, so the renal artery is carrying the dirty blood, and this dirty blood when enters into that of the kidney, so it gets filtered. So what happened there, the waste material, it is taken out from that of the blood and the blood get purified. So what are the different waste material which is present in it? It will include it will include the urea, students, especially, and some waste salt is also present, as well as excess amount of water is also there. So by this the blood get purified with the help of the kidney. So the function of the kidney is help in removal of the waste material which is present in that of the blood. So blood is continuously passing through that of the kidney. So as it enters, the kidney help in purifying it. Now the waste material which was present in the blood, it will enter into the kidney, and now the blood get purified, students. So this purified blood will reaches to the renal vein. We all know that actually the artery get divided into capillaries, and then again it will join together to form venules, and from venules it will get converted to vein. So first of all arteries, then arterioles, then this arterioles, it will get converted to blood capillaries. These capillaries, they combine together to form venules. These venules again combine together to form vein. So this vein is actually the renal vein. So we can say that the renal artery is carrying the waste substances and the purified blood. It means the blood which do not consisting of a waste material. Remember that we are not talking about the oxygen or carbon dioxide, means gaseous waste material. We are actually talking about the solid like that of the urea is present, liquid one, which is present in the liquid substance. So the blood consisting of urea and the other waste salt or other excess amount of water, that get purified with the help of the kidney, and that is carried by the renal artery, and after purification it will enter into the vein, that is renal vein. Now the blood get purified, students. Now this blood, the waste material, now from the renal vein it will enter into that of the into the heart, goes to the heart. Now here one more thing is there, that the waste material which is extracted by that of the kidney, this will enter into the kidney, and from that of the kidney it will enter into the excretory tube. So because of that we will call ureter as an excretory tube also. So either you can call it ureter or we can call it excretory tube. So it will reach us to excretory tube. From that of the excretory tube, it will reach us to a bag like a structure that help in storing that of the urine in it. Let me tell you one more thing, that the waste material which is consisting of a urea, some salt, as well as some of the other excess amount of water, it will be stored in the kidney in the form of a yellowish liquid that we call as urine. So from that of the urine it will enter into the tube which is coming out from both the kidney, and that is why we used to say that every person is also having two ureters, and these two ureters individually they are coming from each of the kidney. Right kidney is having their own ureter, left kidney is having its own ureter. So this ureter carries the urine, and simply they are the mediator in order to carry the urine from the kidney to the bag like a structure that we call as the urinary bladder. So it will reach us to the urinary bladder. Role of the urinary bladder, student, that it help in storing the urine. Okay. So the urine which is carried out by the ureter is stored now. Where? In that of the urinary bladder. That is why we said it's a bag like a structure which used to store it. And we used to pass the urine time to time whenever we feel to go toilet, whenever there is a urge to go toilet. So the urine passes out through that of the bladder. What is a urethra? Urethra is actually a tube. Okay, this is a tube, and the role of it that with the help of the urethra only urine passes out. So urine passes out by the urinary bladder with the help of urethra. Okay, urinary bladder used to store the urine in it, and from that of the urethra it will comes out. This is how the excretory system of our body work. So our first cleaning of the blood happens, student. When the blood get cleaned, then this blood reaches to the renal vein, but the excretory, the waste material from the kidney enter to ureter and finally enter into urinary bladder. Then we will try to understand that actually how the filtration happen in kidney.